sexy if you like that sort of thing.
Well, yeah, it's an interesting choice. Anyways, just a quick reminder that there might be some background music. So if you don't want to be lower the music volume, go to settings and there is Mastec music volume level and you can lower it. Besides that, is everyone ready to play?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Sorry, what?
Got my pizza.
Okay, that's good to hear. Anyways, I'm guessing you remember what happened last time, so we are in no need of recap.
Yeah, I'm clueless anyway.
Well,
so.
except for the new guy.
Well, yes, but technically
I wouldn't have
speaking,
been there.
he wasn't there with you.
Alright.
Okay, so
Maybe we'll find him in the mountains or something.
Yeah.
you will find him.
Hiding in a cave despite being an elf.
You will find him in a fort.
Oh no. Just hiding somewhere in a random cave.
Okay, so last time you decided that we will begin our next session. The last session ended that you arrived at Fort Tyre, and you decided that you will go start the next session from there and decide
that's right.
what to do next. Also, if you remember, you got 1000 gold pieces per head, so that you can buy additional equipment. You know. So
Even me?
yeah, I think we retconned something, so we can guess that you are with the party, so you can also get that. That you are helping them, so you can also might need additional equipment.
Has somebody bought a wand?
How many heads did you guys have?
No, per person.
Has people
Darn.
bought
I can shapeshift, so I have several heads. But that I get more.
So, were you saying that we got 1,040 heads?
Nope, 1000 gold pieces per person.
Oh.
It was a figurative speech.
I thought you were talking about, from when they killed a bunch of orcs.
Sorry, I need to change. No,
Did anybody buy wands of cure light wounds?
Why do we need wands of cure light wounds? I can cast stuff like that.
Because we've all got level 7 hit points.
True.
And that's a lot of... If we take a lot of damage, it won't be surprising to see us down 50, 60 hit points down.
Fair.
I got cure serious wounds.
As do I.
I'm
Yeah.
able to run away from any fight.
We have
Fine.
2 oracles.
I'm going to chuck in 750 gold and buy a wand of cure light wounds then. Can you take it? Because I can't cast it, curiously.
I'll pay for it if you want.
No, it's
Or at
alright.
least half of it.
Okay, I'll share the cost.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
I
make up
figure that if
if you
it's for everybody, we could share the cost. How many of there are us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's works out pretty cheap if we all divvy it up.
I mean, you were at the Pinewood. The captain of the watch gave you all in all 4,000 gold pieces, 1,000 per head per person. Of course, you can combine it and decide what you're gonna buy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Shadow, did I send you the character sheet?
Yep, you sent me the shit. I don't think you posted it on Roll20.
I don't
He
have
did not.
Mythweavers.
Anyways, so
It's
700
one.
divided by 4 since the one guy isn't here yet.
yeah.
350, 150, 175 a person.
Yeah, that's cheap as chips. Okay, I'll note it down on my coach sheet. Yeah, taken away. Because for 475, it gives us peace of mind for bugger all money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
175. 225. Also, wait a second.
Oh yeah, and before we leave the captain of the guard, I want to ask him if he has heard any new news about the spider coin that we find.
Yeah, we wanted to know rumours at Fort Tyre, didn't we? Okay, so
What's the caster level of it?
caster level 1, it's just 1d8 plus 1, that's why it's so cheap.
Alright.
Basically, you just spam the thing. The disposable.
And 50
with
charges.
50 charges.
Just making sure.
Okay, so sorry, I cut in just quick answer to the Game Heroes question. Robert said that he will ask some people. For now, no new intel, but he will ask some people. Of course, you can understand that there are some more like more important things happening
No,
than
fine.
one coin.
Okay, that's true.
He's answering that to Genkiro. You know, the Lich, the potential invasion from the east. But when you return, I might have something. Maybe like the captain from the Greycoat or Asmarin might know something.
Right,
Just
okay.
a warning though. This is encrypted. Just a warning. Never underestimate the truth.
The what?
And Genki rules.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Right, okay. Are we going to set out?
I asked the question. I was trying to buy a rhino hide for my character because I think I was doing a little less damage, but I only have 3,000 and I need like 5,165. So could somebody lend me some money?
I'll
Please?
lend you 1,000 of that.
But Otiros also remember that, well, it's not your typical armor that of course it can be made, but it's not just lying around waiting to be bought. The blacksmith will need to like create this armor, and it will take some time.
Well, pay him like half, and as a deposit, and then we'll pick it up when you get back.
That might work.
Yeah, sure. That of course might work.
See if I can find some money on the way.
Or pay him like 1,000 as deposit. That seems a fair deposit. People aren't going to walk away from 1,000 gold, are they?
No, not really. I'll just pay him 1,000 and I'll just pay try to find some gold while we wander around in enemy quarters. So.
Yeah, we'll just rob them.
Okay.
And if just as we're setting out, I will cast Mount for me to have a ride. Using my wand, I will cast Extended Mage Armor for me. That's my morning thing, and I will cast a normal 7-hour Mage Armor on our monk, Elmondu. Is that right? The arrangement we agreed?
Umbrodu.
So you get +4 for 7 hours, which should be most of the day.
When you are saying as we are setting out, you are saying about Pinewood or Fort Tyre?
I thought we were at Fort Tyre now.
Yes, you were, but before you set out, there is another person that comes in.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well,
Say,
whenever on the journey, because that's just it. Also, what's the weather like?
do we have 7,000 gold altogether?
Probably.
Because then we can buy an instant bridge for the mountains.
Got
cool.
about 3,985.
2,500, but I'm saving for the rhino hide.
I've got... what is it? Where is it at? I lost it. There we go. 2,087. So we have just enough, even with the guy that's saving for the rhino hide's money.
Can you link me this item, because I'm not sure if I know what item you're talking about.
It sounds like a crazy thing. I don't want to buy that crap.
It is a crazy thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I'm just wondering if you ever even will be able to find it in the shops.
Probably not. It's a magic item.
Can we buy that lobster submarine?
What? That sounds really cool.
Can we just buy a giant turtle and ride on it?
No, there is a real thing. It's called Apparatus of Qualia.
Actually, never mind. This is only 3 times per day, and my ability is better than this.
Okay.
So don't worry about it.
Okay.
Also, what's the weather like?
Right now, if I remember, let's just say you arrived at the fourth tier to prepare everything at the night, so you will set out before dawn, probably.
Yeah.
But for now, the weather is nice.
Okay.
You know, some clouds, but no raining. But it's getting slowly colder. Like the maybe not exactly winter is coming, but you know, it's slowly coming to
Like an evening.
Especially that you are in the, well, technically it's a valley, some sort of like, or creek, I don't know exactly, but you have mountains around you, and these mountains are rather cold environments.
Okay.
Anyways, about that, yeah, sorry, Asami, I'm not the big guy into introductions. I'm just gonna say that, somehow, well, maybe when you are traveled, you heard about the attack on Fort Darkwell and the potential war between the cities and the orcs and hill giants. Maybe you heard the information that some of the members of Eternal Wanderers, the guild you are also part of, died. But you are here in Fort Tyre, and most probably you are acting as a support for the party that you have just met.
Yeah.
No,
I got census. I got
because-
census reinforcements.
I mean, like
Pretty much.
additional support. Of course, it's your because it's a small guild. You, like the other players, decided that you might know each other from previous like travelings, adventures, maybe from the name or from the face, something like that.
How big is the guild again?
Not big. You don't know exact numbers, but it's not really big.
Approximation 100, 500.
Less than 100. Less than
Ooh,
100.
We're exclusive.
More or less than 50.
Yeah, less than 50.
Oh man,
Okay,
we're
very
a proper
exclusive.
elite.
Yeah, not very few people in this world know about the secrets, you know, the prison, the world without a
Except
name.
for us, because we're the best.
And well, you are the Gestalt, so basically you are somewhat of an elite. Anyways, you've just met. I don't know if you wanna any talk between you before you set out.
Asami is the name, is it?
That is correct.
Hello, good afternoon. We have, well, we essentially trust you because you wouldn't be in the Eternal Wanderers if you weren't. That's the short answer. Hello.
Sounds like you guys have had some problems.
Yeah, well, comes with the territory, doesn't it?
And immediately Genkiro kind of walks up to her face and says, "Good evening, my lady."
Oh, good grief.
Just a quick question before you continue. Asami, you are in the in what form are you right now?
I will be staying in the Elven form unless otherwise stated.
Okay, so I'm now just wondering, can Kitsune sense another Kitsune? Or something like that, shapeshifter? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Is there... I forget, is there a check for Kitsune? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah,
there
no,
isn't.
I'm just... Okay,
It's
so
natural.
I'm
ability,
just thinking
supernatural,
that basically Genkiro is hitting up on you because you are looking nice.
He's a creepy guy, that's why he's doing it.
Also a creepy guy, yeah.
Hey,
Well, considering Asami has a 23 charisma,
Yep, that's pretty damn good.
And she's an elf. and
Sorry
that's
for
a-
cutting in. Please continue. It sounds really interesting from the how Genkiro started. Please go on.
oh god.
Yeah, she's got 23 charisma and she's an elf. I'm going to assume, at least Lysander thinks she's super hot.
Let's just presume she has epic speaking skills and let's not
right,
I'm gonna go with hot.
basically,
She
Genkiro
knows how to
kind
get
of-
her way.
Yeah, to keep it short, Genkiro kind of flirts with Atomic every now and then.
There's
Don't
a
get
lot
the
of
character.
people from our guild around here.
Well, yeah, times of trouble.
The 4 that have been killed, us 5, the one guy that teleported away.
I mean, if you are speaking about Jai, he's focused on something else. He just like went out and still hadn't contacted you.
Alright, let's hit the road.
Yeah, just out of character. I'm just, keeping his character because he might return. Okay, so you move out, and the question is who's like leading your group, and how do you wanna proceed towards the fortress?
Do we have a
Well,
map?
We just follow the road to the next camp, don't we? Because we're going to take that down first.
Yeah, I forgot, do we have mounts?
Do we have what?
Do we have mounts?
Well, I have a horse, that's enough.
I do. I just casted myself a mount spell.
Alright.
And I
I
think
can walk at 50 feet per round.
and one of us isn't Otteros completely reliant on his horse. He's a total knight.
Yeah,
So he's got a horse, certainly.
most certainly. That would be a bloody guardsman if I didn't.
So as long as you guys don't go galloping off, I can keep up with you just fine.
Sure.
Okay, fine. Well, you can sit on the back of mine, and we'll just trotting along.
Yeah, I say the elf. Yeah. Do
Are
the
you
elf have a
light?
horse? So, how many do you think a horse could carry?
2
With
people,
my
max 3, I think.
Horse.
With my acrobatics, I could stand on one.
elves.
Yeah.
I can conjure them out.
Yeah, you want to have a standing contest?
Is Asami a light person? Is she heavy?
She can conjure her own mount.
No. Is she? Does she weigh much?
Does 92 pounds count as much?
Yeah, that's light. She can get on the back of it. Okay, as we ride along, I'll just have my bow out, just ready. Not obviously with an arrow in it. That's absurd. But anyways, he's got an efficient quiver anyhow, so drawing the bow arrow will be quick.
Okay, before we continue, I think I need to tell you 2 important pieces of information or remind you. That first one that you might know, but if somebody is interested, like these parts of the mountains that are behind the front lines, so to speak, they are rather uncharted. Not too many people went here, so there are not known tracks along the mountains that could allow you to go from one valley to another. Of course you could find them, I guess, with like survival checks, something like that, but also I'm guessing if you have your horses or something like that, it will be harder for them, so you might not use this option. The second one, because from what I understood, you think that this camp, for example, how do you center? Yeah, that this camp, for example, that you've known of because you interrogated the orc prisoners like session or 2 ago,
You might have
You're
lied.
welcome.
if you remember that. This is not a small camp. It's rather like if you're thinking about the numbers, it's something along 100 or 200 orcs and like dozen or 2 hill giants, more or less. That's
Okay.
what you've gathered from the like interrogations. So, on one hand, it will take just too much time to make like proper battle. On the other, even with your firepower, I'm gonna say it will be really hard for you to.
Yeah, no, we're going to have to do a guerrilla assault. We can't just march straight in and start slaying. I understand that. So when we get close enough, we're going to have to start sneaking around and maybe get up the road
So,
closer.
worn stuff doesn't count towards your weight for encumbrance, does it?
What?
Yes,
Like
it does.
if you're wearing it?
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, well, if, say, I don't take my bedroll or my soap, which weighs 5 3 pounds, into the fort, I'll have enough total weight that I can carry Asami on my back and still be in my light load.
Yeah, but
Sami has gear
that
too.
would affect your movement because people's legs flailing around and stuff. It's different if
Not
you've
if they're
got a
careful.
super.
But
I can understand having a tiny hobbit sticking out of her backpack. That's kind of different. But if she's piggybacking you, have
that
you
might
tried
be.
running with people with piggybacking someone?
I was more going to ask, how would the stealth check hang out with that?
Riding on the horseback alone will give you slight penalty for stealth checks.
Yeah, I'm going to have a stealth check in the minus if I try. So yeah.
Yeah, well,
What if?
listen,
Well, the stealth.
I'm
What
going to
if
dismiss.
I was
when we
carrying
get-
another player and did a stealth check?
When we get closer, I'll dismiss my mount and just go stealthy walking along. I mean, perhaps at that point, Oteros wants to.
I could just make a distraction or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
but, don't worry about leaving the path. I've got pretty good tracking skills as a slayer. I've got +9 to survival for tracking.
What exactly
okay.
are we going after, by the way?
Well, we want to get. We've got to take an item from Baliath's Fang, but along the way we've got to pass this orc camp. See the red dot. And seeing as we are
Oh,
super badasses and we hate the orcs, we're going to just kill them.
oh, I was just gonna say we could walk right through.
Okay, whatever. I'm up for wiping out communities.
And
Oh,
Zach,
no,
are you there?
There's other ways.
Is
You
Zach
forget
here?
I'm an enchantment sorcerer.
Yep.
Bear in mind, orcs do have a history of doing genocide on elves, which is something.
Well, that was
that-
certainly
that's-
weird.
Yeah, you kind of disconnected. So.
I'm not an elf, technically.
Anyways,
Yeah, just proceed, and I would watch when you go there and arrive, and you are starting to do things. I will tell you if you just okay. So answering your question about the stealth, I would say that it also gives you penalty because you also need to look out not only for you but the person you are carrying.
there.
All right. Well, basically, we want to continue along the road until we think we're fairly near, and then get off the road so that we can approach from the side stealthily. Does that make sense? We can make the rolls for stealth and such like at that point. Is that okay?
Okay, just give me a sec.
I mean, I
So
can shapeshift
if we
into
walk
a
like the
tiny-
last kilometer,
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you move out on just because I assume that you might move before dawn next day, but I just wanna be sure that
Yeah.
you are okay. So you are moving at this hour. You are not moving later, or so. Just you wanna have some rest. Okay. Yep.
And just for reference, I can shapeshift into a tiny fox,
Mm-hmm.
so I can possibly scout out the opposition a bit more.
that's a brilliant idea.
If you wanna scout like forward, like how much
Yeah.
forward? Because that might be important.
Mm.
30 feet, 60.
About 100 feet back and forth if I see any. Just say I go 200 feet in front of them,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
if
Okay.
I notice any in my fox form, and if I notice any orcs, I'm running back to them.
Sure.
I mean, they're not going to be really that suspicious of a fox. Maybe they want to eat you, but I don't think that's any problem.
Yeah, something along
As
the
a
lines.
Sami transforms into a fox, Lysander's disappointed. He was rather hoping she was a proper elf. Oh well.
Oh, she doesn't
So-
transform into foxes.
From what
I
I,
don't have that feat.
understand, we can make that distance in like
Few
less than
hours,
2
but-
hours.
Yep, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, well, do it for a bit, and then the last kilometre, which isn't very far, we'll sneak up
Okay.
and scout.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. Before we continue, just a quick information for Asami. Like out of character, like the party's targets. One is to get some kind of item artifact from Baliard's Fang, and the second is to have a chance to take out some of the orc or hill giant leaders, so this land might be safer. But it only depends on the party what exactly they will tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways, okay, so you move out, and because Genkiro is scouting forward, Genkiro, please give me a D100 roll.
A D100.
100.
He gets us lost and we all die. Because rocks fall.
Oh,
Lucky
God.
13.
Yes, indeed. Oh god, that's 13%.
Okay.
He gets lost and we never see him again.
Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
No, you know, in these mountains you can expect everything, but instead of
You
the
see
like,
a
some kind of monsters, from a distance you see.
You see a blue box that vanishes.
Yeah, I mean, if I ever gonna put Doctor Who in this session, I think you're gonna kill me, so no.
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, wait, I need to see what exactly do they... give me a perception check.
Hang on, just need to check the perception +8 on my fox form. So with my hang on, regular
Yep.
it is perception +18. $32.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yep. I don't suppose they will be too much. Oh well. Yeah, they were. For a moment, you think like they were good in hiding, but your good eyes were even better. So after some time,
Yeah,
like,
plus that I have a scent ability.
yeah, like somewhere near here, after some time, you see crow-headed humanoids that has like that, and that black feathers covers them, and on their hands and legs, and in powerful talons. And from the look of it, you think they are hiding from something and ready to move out.
Because they're a player character race, I assume we know that we'd know that they were Tengu when we see them.
Yeah.
For now on, Genkiro sees them, so now
Yeah.
Genkiro has only like the decision what to do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to remember what language the Tango speak.
If you wanna know what language they speak, you know what? Give me a knowledge. Knowledge. I don't know. Nature. Not sure exactly. If you can lawyer me what kind of knowledge check will work, I can go with it.
Geography could work as well.
Yeah, that might work.
Well, they're
It's
people.
doing a
They're
knowledge
people,
thing.
so it could be knowledge local because that's what you use for.
Yeah,
Human.
that'd be reasonable too.
Okay, so yeah.
Can I make a linguistics check?
That might also work.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
It sounds a bit
Yeah,
like they'd
make-
have to talk some ways to do it, but other ways it sounds
Making an
reasonable.
educated
I mean,
guess
in
about-
character, Genkiro might have some suspicions of what he sees, so he might assume that if that's what it is, then he might think
21.
about. I don't remember if there are any like DC for that.
No, because it's quite an odd situation, but I think it's a reasonable call.
But yeah, I think you pass it. So, you know what? Safely you can assume that they speak common. They can also
Okay.
speak common.
But do they speak their own language?
Yeah, what native language do I have?
Yeah, Tengu.
Tengu.
Okay,
Tengu is a language.
that's an
Yes, it is.
uninspired name.
Oh,
Tingaki.
Mm. You're probably speaking like Pokemon speak, but Tengu or something.
They speak Pokemon. Brilliant.
Yeah.
That might just be what it sounds like to you, since you don't know the language.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so
Right.
Gikiro, what
And-
do you do?
Alright. Do they look like they're looking at our way, or are they hiding against the fort over there?
They are not looking in your way, they are rather more concerned about, yes, this way. But they are not looking to ambush someone, it more looks like they are like waiting and then like they will move out like further.
Oh, that's a great thing. Let's not fight him. Sorry, Genkiro, it's up to you at the moment, or you two,
Alright.
obviously.
You get a
Sorry,
reason
Simon.
to fight him?
Right. First off, I want to run back to the group and tell them that there are two Tengus hiding further ahead.
Mm.
Okay, cool. And
They don't look like they want to attack us.
well, we could. I think if we can get more allies to help us try and take down this orc camp, the better.
And yeah, you see there are 4 Tengus. They were 4 Tengus.
Right, 4 Tengus.
Yeah,
Right,
fair enough.
there are murder of Tengus over there.
Wait,
So
someone
what do you
murdered a
reckon-
Tengu?
What do you reckon, team? Shall we? We should approach them somehow, but obviously we don't want to get shot.
Oh, we couldn't hurt.
Anybody?
I'm
What-
actually going
They can't.
to.
They could try to shoot me, but it won't work very well.
No. I know. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I could. I just don't want to scare them off. I mean, I could turn invisible and walk up.
Can I do a knowledge history to see what kind of relationship the Tengus and the Kitsune have?
They're both
Both
Eastern
talking
lands.
animals. And
I don't think you need to make a roll for that. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how this works in the other settings, but here I don't suppose you are antagonistic towards one another, because well, Tengus are rather neutral. So
yeah, and they're people. You know.
Yeah.
Right?
We keep forgetting that.
Well, no, but
Right.
it's just sorry. I play a Tengu in another game, and he treated okay.
okay,
Mm.
decide what do you do.
Right. Then with the party's permission, I want to
Consent.
try to go up to them and try to negotiate.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll join for that.
Would you want me to go with you?
It would be better if I go alone.
Do you reckon?
They
Okay,
will
fine.
probably be suspicious against us.
Well, yeah, but be pretty honest, please, and good luck.
Don't get me shot.
Not
Don't
gonna
get
happen.
you shot. Alright, then I'm going to try to not really walk up to them, but try to not really sneak up on them, but kind of take cover a little while and then try to carefully walk up to them.
Okay, so you do not like. I know what you're trying to do. You don't want to escalate the situation and try to like make a calm meeting, something like that.
I don't want to go up
Yeah,
and kind of shout, "Hey, what are you guys doing?"
Yeah, of course. So when you like finally show yourself to them, of course one of them immediately spots you, but they do not start pointing
Oh.
bows at you. Like 2 guys are still focusing on the other side, and these 2 Tengus that are focusing on you, they have rather curious looks on their faces, and
Can we see them?
if you wanna,
All right. How far are they?
I mean, it depends how far do you keep yourself from the like Genkiro.
Mm.
I'm wanting to use something to assist the situation here. A charm person spell on whoever appears to be the leader of that group.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, 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 oh.
Right.
He is a DC. Shit. I gotta think of it.
Yeah, but just before you go with the spell, I just wanna make them like speak only one or two things. Because I'm guessing you are trying to be not show yourself to them.
Oh, I don't mind if they see me. I'm not being stealthy here.
Okay. So yeah, Otiros, you see that. No,
Yes,
Otiros,
yes.
sorry, Genkiro. That yeah, they have curious looks on their faces, and one of them speaks to you in common that, you are not an orc. What do you what
What's
brings
your purpose here?
what brings you here, traveler?
Well, I am no friend of orcs, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, I suspected that. So, but it's still good to hear.
Yeah, by this point, Genkaru kind of jumps behind the rock and shapeshifts back into his kitsune form
Okay.
and try to hide not by the rock where they're standing, but kind of a rock beside them.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
I'm just kind of walking up towards them slowly, like behind everyone.
Okay,
Okay.
so just one of them. If you show himself like in your kitsune form, it's been some time since I saw one of your kind. Tell me, and he points at the road when the rest of the party is. Are those your friends?
You just say we're your enemies now. I'm going to charge you.
Yes, they we've been hired by the captain of the guard in Pinewood to kind of assess the situation by whatever the fort is named. The fort that is further ahead.
Ah yes, Baldiardsfang, the center of the orcs' scourge in this land. Well,
Aye.
if you are here, I think our job here is done. We waited for a few hours hoping that we might ambush some of the orc patrol, but well, it's nothing
Wait,
for
you're
now.
here for that as well?
No, we wanna just take out one patrol and then escape into the mountains. We do not wish to take on their encampment that is sometime like few kilometers further.
You've seen it, haven't you?
We've watched it from afar.
What can you tell me about it?
Well, it's your usual camp. They focus on the defenses to the west,